Okay, hello and welcome everybody to Recovery Vinyasa, specifically designed for skateboarders, but everybody is welcome here. Today's class is built around the idea of opening up through the side of our body, deep side bends. Um, as you know, skateboarding is a massively rotational sport, and with rotation in the spine, there's always an element of side bending as well. So um, it's a great way to help us with our rotation to open up into the side of our body and open up into our rib cage, because that's really where a lot of our rotational power comes from. Um, Today, we're also going to be working quite a lot on balance, specifically in a cross-legged position. So it's a little bit strange. Um, Perhaps a few new sensations, especially if your balance is usually pretty good. You might find that today, hopefully, you get a little bit of a new sensation. You won't necessarily need any props for today. However, when we come into some of the standing balance postures, if you are struggling with your balance, say for instance going from the ground straight up into a standing single-legged balancing posture, then get yourself a set of blocks and use them to help you with your balance. I've got one block there I might just use to demonstrate a few things. Otherwise, get yourself set up, grab your block if you need a block, and we are going to get started straight away. Just threw my socks away there because I hate wearing socks on this mat. It's just going to make me slide. I'm going to start straight away. Sitting, I'll face you, and we're going to take ourselves into a little bit of a straddle position. So we're going to take our legs wide, east and west, into a straddle. So I know for a lot of us, especially if you've got tight hamstrings or tight lower back, this position kind of sucks. So what is quite nice, and I would highly recommend, especially if you're not able to really lengthen up through your spine, I would highly recommend you elevating yourself up and sitting on a block so that you can really feel your sitting bones right beneath your head. So your head is on top of your pelvis, and you're able to actually lengthen up through the crown of your head. Nice. If you don't have a block nearby and you're still struggling to sit like this, then sit with your back supported against the wall. That's quite nice as well. Okay, so finding your straddle position, we're going to take a few moments to breathe and gently mobilize into our spine. So you're going to inhale and reach our arms up towards the ceiling, interlace your fingers and stretch up to the sky. So getting a sense of arms reaching up, sitting bones pressing down through the block or through the floor. And on your exhale, we're going to take our right arm towards our right leg and side bend towards the right side. Don't go too deep just yet. Inhale, reach it up, interlacing the fingers, stretching up through the sides of the body, getting as much length through the side body as possible. And we exhale, come over to the other side. Inhale to rise up. Interlace your fingers, stretch. Feel the length through the sides of the ribs. Imagine you're trying to pick your ribs up off of your pelvis. Exhale, side bend. Inhale up. Get that sensation of length, pushing your sitting bones down, reaching your palms up. Exhale. Other way. Let's go for 2 more each side. Inhale, reach up. Interlace and stretch. And exhale, side bend. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, side bend. Last time, inhale, reach up. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, reach. And exhale, side bend. Well done. Bringing yourself back up through center. If you feel like you want to try and get rid of the block and see what it feels like to sit without it, give it a go. If you still feel like you want the support of the block, please keep it so that you can feel your sitting bones underneath you. We're going to take it into a little bit more of a rotational movement, still with the breath. Okay, so we're going to inhale, reach our arms up again, same way, interlace the fingers, stretch. We're going to exhale, come down to the right arm reaches towards right foot, left arm's going to stay up and over, stay in this position. We're going to inhale, we're going to reach our left arm back. So we're going to open our ribs towards the sky. Use your bottom arm to push into the inside of the leg to open your chest. And then I'm going to exhale, close it down like I'm trying to reach my hands towards each other. I want to try keep both sitting bones on the ground. I'm going to inhale, open up. And exhale, close it down. Let your spine move with your breath, inhaling to open and exhaling to close. Last two, inhale, open, exhale, close. Reach for your toes. Inhale, open, and exhale, close. Staying close towards your right leg. See if you can turn your chest towards the top of your foot. Take a deep breath in and exhale, fall down, bowing down towards your knee. Taking 2 breaths here. Try and relax your shoulders, relax the muscles in your face. And then slowly bring yourself up. Good. Take a little wave of your shoulders, circle it out. And we inhale, rise the arms up, interlace your fingers, stretch. And exhale, we come up and over to the left. And we're going to slowly inhale to open our right arm to the sky. Use your left shoulder to push into the inside of the left leg to open up more. Exhale to close it down. Inhale to open. And exhale to close. Go for 4 more. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. And 3. Keep that right sit bone on the ground. 2. And 1. Close it down and stretch towards your left leg. Relax your head down. Relax your shoulders. Taking 3 breaths here. The sun has been in and out today. The weather can't make up its mind here in Amsterdam, so you might notice the light changing a little on the video. My apologies for that. Just natural lighting. Let's slowly bring ourselves up. Close your legs. Stretch them long out in front of you. Take a big inhale, stretch up. And exhale. Taking a moment here to just really check in with how you feel today. Maybe setting an intention for yourself. Try and stay focused for this time on the mat. Slowly bring yourself up. And we're going to lie on our back just to warm up the core, and then we'll get into the flow. So lying all the way down on your back, feet on the ground. Take your hands behind your head, elbows into your peripheral vision. We're going to inhale it out at the bottom. And we're going to exhale. We're going to crunch it up, flexing our spine forward. I'm going to take our left leg up, and I'm going to take my right elbow in towards my left knee. So I'm coming and crisscrossing towards the inside of the leg. And I'm going to take it down. Let's switch to the other side. Slowly down. So really use that rotation that we worked for in the stretch to try and lift both shoulder blades up off of your mat when you do come forward. So I'm not just dumping down into the side that I'm rolling to. I'm trying to lift both shoulder blades off of the mat. 10, 9, 8, 7. Try and move with your breath. 6 and 5. 4 to go. 3, 2, and last time. Well done. Lay your head back down. Take your hands alongside your body. Push your lower back into the floor. So you kind of squish your lower back area down into the ground. Draw your belly in and pull your ribs down through the floor. We're going to take our legs into the suspended shape. Then you're going to see if you can straighten your legs to the sky. Like for a lot of us, it's not going to happen. Your knees will kind of stop somewhere here. But see if you can fight to straighten out the legs. Keep your hands alongside you, and you're going to slowly scissor. One leg down and up. Other leg down and up. Nice. Going for 8. Try and keep your lower back squished into the floor. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you can keep it going, keep your legs in the air, take your hands behind your head, crunch yourself up into spinal flexion, and you're going to see if you can crisscross opposite elbow to opposite knee for 10. 9. Try to keep it really steady through the lower back. 8. So your lower back stays pressed into the floor. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release it down. Stretch your legs long out on your mat. Take a full body stretch, stretching your fingertips to the wall behind you, your legs to the wall in front of you. Shift your hips over to the left side of your mat, but walk your legs to the right side of your mat, hooking your right ankle over your left. So really try and get that left foot as far over to the right as possible. Hook your right ankle over to lock it there. Push your left bum cheek into the floor. Take your right hand and pull yourself, your torso, over towards the right side of your mat. So you basically turned into a banana shape here on your back on the mat. Hips to the left, arms and legs to the right. So like a sickle moon. Breathe into the left side of your body. Take 2 more breaths here. Try and keep your lower back long. Slowly release, unhook. Come to center, bend your knees for a second. Bring your pelvis to the middle. Okay, we're just going to lift our hips up to the sky and then slowly lower yourself down. Just a little reset. Take your hips over to your right side of your mat. Hook your legs over to the left. Yeah, hook your left ankle over your right. Maybe if you can get a little bit more distance with that ankle, go for it. Take your left hand, pull your right arm over to the left. Breathing into the right side of your body. Every exhale, think about drawing your ribs down, keeping your lower back long. Take 1 more breath here. And then slowly come out of it, bend into your knees, square off through your hips, lift your bum up into the sky, and lower yourself down. Hug your knees to your chest, bring your forehead to your kneecaps, hold yourself in a little ball for a second, hug it in, and then we roll up into seated over our knees, onto all fours. Tuck your toes under, press your hips up and back into downward facing dog, pedaling out through your heels. 5 breaths here. 3, Relax your head. 2 and 1. Walk your feet slowly towards the top of your mat until you find a forward fold. Really let your head hang. Find equal weight into your feet. Inhale, and on your exhale, rise up like a hot air balloon, slowly floating up to the sky. Last thing to lift is your head. Mountain pose. We're going to slowly come into the flow a little bit more now. I'm going to build it up and build it up. So each time you might notice slight little differences. And I'm doing that so that you can choose what you prefer. So if I add something on in another round, it feels a little too much, then stick with what we did the previous round, okay? So it's also up to you to stay really focused and remember, okay? All right, but for now, find parallel hip width distance with your feet. I feel a sneeze coming. Excuse me. I hope that wasn't too loud. Bend into your knees, lengthen your tailbone down, hand relax alongside you. We're going to take a nice big inhale, reach our arms up to the sky. Exhale, cactus through the arms, elbows into the sides. Inhale, reach your arms up. Keep your arms up towards the ceiling. You're going to take your left hand, grab a hold of your right wrist, pull yourself over towards the left hand side. Step your right foot back behind your left, bend into your left knee, and we come into half moon. So if you're not sure what that looks like from the front, here we are. Similar to what you did on your back a second ago. Okay, half moon. Breathe into the right side of your body. Good. Stand up tall. Reach your arms up to the sky. Inhale. On your exhale, we're going to fold forward, keeping the legs crossed. Inhale, reach your heart forward. Exhale, plant through your hands. Step your right foot back to the back left edge of your mat. Lower your back knee down. So your legs should be a little bit crossed. Slowly bring yourself up. Try and find balance here with the arms in this Anjaneyasana with the legs slightly crossed. Take an inhale. Exhale, plant through your hands. Lift your back knee up and step your left foot in front of your right. So you come into a cross-legged plank. Left foot in front of the right. Slowly lower your knees down to the ground and tuck your toes. From here, little bend into the elbows, coming down into like a little cross-legged push-up. We're going to bend, bring our chin and our chest to the floor, push up. Well done. Get your shins onto the ground. Walk your hands back towards your knees and see if you can come up into this wonky kneeling shape. Pushing your hips forward. Inhale, reach your arms up. You should feel a stretch on the outer thighs. You're going to take your left hand down. See if you can tickle your calf. Reach up. Take your right hand down. Tickle your calf. And reach up. Coming back to the ground. Take it easy. Take it really slow. Hands reach forward. And you catch yourself. Well done. Tuck your toes under. And send your hips up and back into cross-legged downward facing dog. Left foot is still crossed in front of the right. Now, we're going to lift our right leg up to the sky. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Send it forward. Send it up and back to three-legged dog. And then send your right foot forward towards your left hand. So we cross the right foot over to the left, lower your back knee down, and tuck your toes. Inhale, reach the arms up. Good. Exhale, hands come down to the ground. Inhale, tuck the toes, the back foot under. Exhale, you're going to step that left foot all the way forward. So you're in a cross-legged forward fold. Very nice. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale, rise all the way up to the sky. Palms touch. Hands to heart center. Now this is where things get even more interesting. From here, we're going to turn to the left to the back of the mat, and your feet are uncrossed magically. It's pretty cool, huh? From here, inhale, reach the arms up again. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And we walk our hands out into plank position. Nice. Slowly lower to your knees, untuck your toes, and this time we come all the way to the ground, rolling from the tops of the thighs onto the pubic bone, belly, chest. Well done. From here, take your elbows out in front of you. You're going to push your forearms through the floor, so we're not sinking our neck through our shoulders. Push the shoulders through the floor, elbows through the floor. Pull your heart forward. Squeeze your bum. Lift your belly button in and up away from the ground. Keep your booty really squeezed on, okay? Keep thinking about lifting your belly button away from the floor. And then you're going to see if you can lift up your elbows from the ground, arching through your back, and then lower your elbows down. Lift, so I'm pushing the floor forward and away from me, and I'm dragging my shoulder blades down my back. 3. Try not to chin poke forward, so keep the back of your neck long. 2. Last time, lift and lower your elbows down. Keep pressing your forearms through the floor. Lift your feet off of the ground. Try not to let your knees go east and west as you bring your right heel towards your bum, left heel towards your bum. So try not to let your knee splay out to the side as you do that. Bring it in. Bring it in straight to the butt. 8. Pull your tummy away from the floor. Press your pubic bone into the floor. Push your forearms through the floor. For 5. 4. This should be pretty intense if you're keeping yourself really active and you're lifting your tummy away from the floor. 3, 2, 1. Really nice. Slowly lower yourself all the way down onto your tummy. Take your right hand onto the floor. Your left arm is going to be 90 degrees. Okay, elbow bent, straight on the ground. You're looking to the right hand, and you're going to take yourself up and over into this chest stretch. Breathe deep into your left shoulder. Slowly come out of it. Take it to the other side. So right elbow at 90 degrees, left hand flat on the floor. And you're going to take yourself into your chest stretch. Take 2 more breaths here. And then slowly come out of it. Hands underneath your shoulders. Press yourself up into up dog. You're going to roll your shoulder blades back and down. Lift your kneecaps off of the floor. Pull your lower belly in and up. And then press yourself up and back into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up towards the sky. Exhale, step your left foot forward and through between your hands. From here, you're going to pivot all 10 toes towards the right side of your mat. Bend deep into your left leg. Come into Skandasana. holding it here. Take your hands to the floor or to blocks if you can. Come into a wide leg forward fold. Relax your head down. And then start to turn towards the top of your mat where we started, towards your right foot. Pivot your feet to the top of the mat. Long stance pyramid pose. Lengthen your spine forward. See if you can lift the toes of the front foot. Now here we're going to come into a bit of a standing balance. So you might need your blocks. You're going to plant the whole of your front foot on the ground. Bend into your right knee. From here, start to take the weight into your right foot. You might have blocks under each hand. So to do that, I'm gonna load into my back knee. I'm gonna spring off of my back leg into my front foot and lift my left leg into the sky. Bend into your right knee, that one that's taking all the weight. Keep your right hand on the floor in front of the top of your mat and see if you can take your left arm to the sky, open your hips to the left side of your mat. Coming into your half moon. Bend into that right knee and see if you can continue to hold this balance coming up into standing. Turning it into a hovering bird. Square your hips to the top of your mat and slowly step your left foot forward and through onto the ground. There we go. Okay, so that's one side done. First round. So we're going to inhale, reach our arms up to the sky. Exhale, cactus through the arms, lift your chest. Inhale, reach your arms up. Now we're going to take our left foot, cross it behind our right. Take your right hand, pull yourself over to the left, bending into that right knee. Your weight is mostly in that front foot. So use yourself, really pull yourself into that side bend. Yeah? Bring yourself up. Keep the cross in your legs. Inhale. Exhale. Fold it forward, bending into your knees. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale. Plant through the hands. Step your left foot back to the back right corner of your mat. Lower your back knee down. Inhale. Reach your arms up. Stretch through the hips. Balance. Exhale. Plant your hands down. Tuck the toes of the back foot under and step your right foot back, crossing it in front of your left. Plank pose. Take an inhale, wonky plank because we crossed our legs. Exhale, lower your knees down. Untuck the toes. Come down into your push-up. Inhale, press yourself up. Get your shins to the mat. Walk yourself back, coming into this cross-legged balance. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, hand to shin, side bend. Other side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, slowly come down. Maybe you can catch yourself. Tuck your toes under and send your hips up and back into downward facing dog. Inhale, rise your left leg up. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Inhale, reach it up to the sky. Exhale, left foot to right hand. Lower your back knee down, untuck the toes. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, plant your hands down. Tuck the toes of your back foot under, lift your back knee up, and step your back foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Feeling the stretch in the outer thigh. Inhale, rise all the way up. Palms to touch, hands to heart center. Inhale, spin yourself to the right, all the way to face the back of your mat. Inhale again, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, walk yourself out into plank position. Exhale, lower down, maybe through a push-up this time, or you could lower the knees all the way to your tummy. Very nice. Take your forearms out in front of you, reaching your heart forward, squeeze your bum, press your pubic bone into your mat. Inhale, lift your elbows up. Pull your heart through. Exhale, lower. You can always walk your hands a little further forward to make that angle a little bit less acute. If you're just feeling it in your lower back, chances are that you're not charging up through your glutes enough, aka you're not squeezing your butt and you're not pulling your tummy in. Okay. Last 3. Down. 2. Down. Last time, lift. See if you can hold it lifted. Pull your heel to your bum and back. Heel to your bum and back. You should feel the stretch at the front of your legs when you do this. You really want to drive your pubic bone into the floor. Pull your belly button away from the floor. 3. Squeeze your shoulder blades down. 2. 1. Lower your chest, coming into that chest stretch. So left elbow at 90 degrees. Look to the right. Your right hand is on the floor. You use your right hand to push your right leg up and behind you. Take 2 breaths into the left shoulder. And then slowly release. Switch it up. Right elbow at 90 degrees. Rolling over that right shoulder. Breathe into it. Slowly bring it all the way back. We're going to press ourselves up into upward facing dog. So see if you can stay on the tops of your toes for this. Roll your shoulder blades back and down. Press yourself up. Squeeze your kneecaps up. Pull your heart through. And then either roll over your toes or tuck your toes under, send it back to downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, step your right foot forward and through between your hands. My microphone is about to fall off. Coming down into Skandasana on your right hand side. So we're going to turn all 10 toes to the left side of the mat. Lower your hips down. Try and keep that right heel on the floor. Use your arms in front of you to counterbalance. Push through the right leg to come up into your wide-legged forward fold, letting your head drop down. Turn towards the top of your mat. So all 10 toes start to point to the top of the mat, hands to blocks. Long stance pyramid, lifting the toes of the front foot up. Inhale, pull your heart forward. Exhale, charge up through the back leg and spring yourself into that left foot. Left hand is on the ground just in front of the top of your mat. You can always have your hands on blocks here. Now, active through that right glute. See if you can open up your hips towards the right side of your mat. Bend into the left knee. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Nice. See if you can bring yourself up into this hovering bird standing balance. Left arm reaches forward, right leg reaches back. Good. Very much like a warrior 2 balance. And then slowly bring yourself up into standing. Well done. Great work. Okay. Let's see if we can go through that one more time, each side, making it a little bit more challenging, a little bit more extra. Okay. Feet parallel, hip width distance. Take an inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, cactus through your arms, lift through the chest. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Step your right foot behind your left, AM half moon. Take your left hand onto your right wrist. Pull yourself into that side bend. Square up through the torso, but keep the twist in your legs. Reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, plant your hands down. Step your right foot to the back left corner of your mat. Lower your back knee down, untuck the toes, inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, plant through the hands, tuck the toes of the back foot under, lift the back knee up, step your left foot in front of the right, cross-legged plank. Now, we're not going to come to the knees. You can see if you can hover your right foot off of the floor, get your hips down, and you're going to come through full vinyasa here. So slowly lower yourself down halfway, pull yourself through into your up dog, and then you're going to press yourself back into downward facing dog. Breathing here. Inhale, rise your right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, step your right foot to the left hand. Lower your back knee down. Untuck your toes. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, plant through the hands. Tuck the toes of your back foot under. Lift your back knee up. And step your left foot behind your right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Swish yourself to the left so that you turn to face the back of your mat. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold again. Walk yourself out into plank. Nice. Lowering down through a push-up. Exhale, slowly lower. Good. Untucking the toes. Send your elbows out in front of you, your little sphinx. And from here, you're going to see if you can lift up through the elbows just a little bit and reach your right arm long out in front of you. Send your right arm back. Bend to your right knee. Maybe you can reach for the inside of the right foot. Try not to let your knee splay too far away from the midline. Kick your foot into your hand. So you're trying to kick the top of your foot into the palm of your hand to help you lift. Lengthen through the tailbone. Press your pubic bone into the floor. Coming into the half locust, if I'm not mistaken, or frog. Think about slicing the inside of your foot into your hand. Feel the stretch at the front of your shoulder. And then slowly lower your elbow, lower your hands, lower your torso. Take a breath, take a moment. And then we come back onto our forearms to the other side. So we're going to lift up our elbows, press the pubic bone into the floor. See if we can reach our left arm forward, send our left arm back. If it's available to you, bend into that left knee and maybe grab the foot. Push the ground forward and away through your right arm to lift up out of the shoulder. Slice the inside of the left foot in towards your palm. Push the top of the foot into your hand. So kick your foot away. Squeeze your bum. Amazing stretch for the shoulders at the front. And then slowly release. Lower yourself down. Take your left elbow to 90 degrees. Right hand flat on the floor. Coming into that pec stretch. Send your right leg up and over. And slowly bring it back. Let's take it to the other side. Right elbow 90 degrees. Left hand plants down. Send your left leg up and back. Bring yourself back onto your tummy. Tuck your, maybe keep your toes untucked, coming into your up dog. Squeeze your bum. Press your pubic bone through the floor. Roll your shoulder blades back and down. Squeeze your kneecaps up. Shine your heart forward. Exhale, send yourself up and back into downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your left leg up towards the sky. Bend into your knee. Reach that heel towards your bum. And pivot your right heel to the right. Coming into your Vashisthasana on the right hand side. Maybe floating the left arm. If it's available to you, slowly step that left foot forward and through to the top of your mat, turning all 10 toes to the right side. Coming down into your Skandasana, reach your arms forward. Press through the left leg to come into a wide-legged forward fold. Slowly start to turn all 10 toes towards the top of your mat, walking your hands with you into a long stance pyramid, maybe taking your blocks here. We're going to slowly start to bend into our right knee, send your weight into your front foot. Get your blocks set up if you need them. Charge up through the back leg and spring yourself into the right leg. Bend into your right knee. Right hand is slightly in front of your mat to the right-hand side. Charge up through that left leg, lift up through that back leg of yours. Yeah. Left arm reaches to the ceiling. And we're going to slowly bring ourselves up into that hovering bird shape. Right arm forward, left arm back. And slowly send the left foot forward and through to standing balance. Well done. Let's do that one more time, each side. Okay, almost there. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, stretch to the sky. Right hand grabs left wrist. Left foot steps behind the right, and we side bend to the right. Half moon. Bring yourself back up through the torso. Keep your legs crossed. Exhale, fold yourself in half. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, bend into the front knee. Step your left foot to the back right corner of your mat. Lower your back knee down. Untuck the toes. Balance it up into your Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands to the ground. Tuck the toes of your back foot under. Step your right foot in front of your left to your cross-legged plank. Send your hips forward, and you might notice that the left foot gets really light. You can even lift it off the ground. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale, lower it down halfway. Pull yourself through into up dog. And exhale, up and back into your downward facing dog. Take a moment here. We're going to inhale our left leg to the sky. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale it back to three-legged dog. Exhale, step your left foot to your right hand. Lower your back knee down. Untuck the toes. Inhale, rise it up. Exhale, plant through the hands. Tuck your toes under. Lift your back knee up and step it forward into your cross-legged forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, palms to touch, hands to heart center. Inhale, turn to your right. Face the back of your mat. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold it in half. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, walk into plank. Exhale, lower down to your tummy through push-up. Well done. Inhale, roll your shoulder blades back and down. Step your forearms out in front of you, coming into your little sphinx. Oh. We're going to see if we can take it into full locust, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, while I'm teaching, the names always get mixed up in my head. Please excuse me for that. So I'm going to lift my elbows up off the ground, pushing the ground forward and away. I'm going to squeeze my shoulder blades down, press my pubic bone through the floor, charge up through my bum. I'm going to inhale, send my right arm forward, up and back, bend into my right knee and grab for the inside of the foot. And I want to think about pulling inwards through my inner thigh, the inside of my foot, and then kicking my foot away. I want to push the earth forward and down through my left arm. Really kick your foot into your hand into your foot. And slowly lower. Take a few seconds here with your forehead on your hands. Feel your heart beat. It'll always happen with back bends. Your heart's going to beat faster. Slowly bring yourself up. Let's try on the other side. So right forearm down. Right forearm pushes through the floor. We lift the forearms up, okay? Left arm's going to reach long. Squeeze that right shoulder blade down. Send the left arm back. Maybe bend into the left knee. Grab a hold of the foot. Kick your foot into your hand. Squeeze your left shoulder blade onto your back. Breathe here. Stay really supercharged to that left inner thigh. Pull it to the midline. And slowly lower. Release the foot. Lower all the way down. Now, keeping your forehead on the mat, press your pubic bone into the floor. Bend your knees. Grab a hold of your feet. So here, to achieve a little bit of a lift, I need to kick my feet into my hands. You can see as soon as I do that, my torso kind of lifts off of the ground. And that's just because of my knees trying to straighten out, okay? So really hold on to your feet. Push your pubic bone into the ground. Try and find your tummy. Lift it away from the floor as best you can. Take an inhale. Squeeze your shoulder blades down. And on your exhale, kick your feet into your hands. Open up your chest. Hold and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Left elbow at 90, right hand is going to press you up and over. Slowly bring it back. Other side, right elbow, up and back. And slowly to center. Coming into upward facing dog. Hands just, I find it nice alongside the ribs, but at least underneath the shoulders is fine. Squeeze your bum, lift your kneecaps up, roll your shoulder blades back and down. And we're going to lift into our up dog. Try not to collapse into your lower back, but rather get the sense of pulling and dragging your whole body forward. Exhale, press yourself up and back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg rises up. Bend into your right knee, bring your heel to your bum, pivot into your left foot. Trying to keep the sole of the left foot on the ground. Coming into your Vashisthasana here on the left. Keep squeezing your left shoulder blade onto your back. Right arm maybe frames your face. If it's available to you, step your right foot all the way to the back right-hand corner of your mat. Turning all 10 toes to the left side of your mat. Getting your hips down into Skandasana here on the other side. So my back to you. Push through the floor, straightening out the right leg, and then fold yourself in half, finding that wide-legged forward fold. Slowly start to turn yourself towards the top of your mat, walking your hands towards your left foot. Pivot your feet to point to the top of your mat again. Lift the toes of the front foot up to your long stance pyramid. Inhale, pull your heart forward. Exhale, fold. Lower your foot to the floor to be flat, the left foot flat to the ground, bend into your left knee. And we're going to slowly charge up through the back leg and spring into the left foot, lifting your right leg up. Maybe taking a block into the left hand, opening your hips to the right side of the mat, bend into your left knee. Right arm might reach up to the sky. Keep your right leg really charged, slowly lifting up into your hovering bird balance. And then pendulum the right leg through into mountain pose. Standing at the top of your mat, let your arms rest by your sides. Just take a few seconds, feeling the movement coursing through your body. Slowly cross your right leg in front of your left. And we're going to see if you can lower all the way down into a seated position without using our hands. Hope that went okay. So I'm just going to turn to face you for a second. And we're going to just allow ourselves to bring our heart rate down for a few moments before we come into our Shavasana. So it doesn't matter really which leg is in front in your seated position, and you can sit on a block if you like to as well. We're going to take an inhale, reach our arms up to the sky, and we're going to exhale. We're just going to fold it forward, getting a little bit of a stretch through the glutes. Inhale, bring yourself up. Exhale, switch which leg is in front. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. And bring it up. If you feel like you can take it a little deeper, you're going to come into cow face pose. So you're going to cross your right knee completely over your left, feeling a deep stretch in the outer thighs now. Maybe holding onto the big toes, squeeze your knees on top of each other. Breathe. And then slowly fold it forward if you feel you can take it a little further. Rising up. Now, just make sure there's nothing behind you because you're going to lie down into a reclined cow face. So holding onto your feet, maybe holding onto your big toes with your peace fingers, roll onto your back. And then you can grab a hold of the outsides of your ankles and pull your feet towards you. Good. Let your left foot come down to the floor. Cross your right ankle over your left knee and hug your left thigh in towards your body, grabbing hold of the back of that left leg. If you can take more, interlock your fingers at the front of your left knee. Let your left foot float to the ground, right foot float to the ground, and we just roll up into seated. Okay, take it to the other side. So we're going to allow the left leg to cross on top of the right. Try and get both sitting bones down. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, fold it forward if you feel you can. Otherwise, staying out of the forward fold, as you can probably feel, keeps it a little less intense. Taking one more breath here. And slowly rise it up again. Just watch that you're not going to hit your head against anything if you roll back. Okay, grab a hold of the outsides of your ankles or your big toes with your peace fingers and roll onto your back. Pulling your legs towards you, pulling your ankles towards you. Nice. Let your right foot come to the ground. Your left ankle hooks over your right knee. Grab a hold of the back of your right thigh. Keep your left foot active. Maybe taking it deeper by interlocking at the front of your right shin. And then when you're ready, let your right foot come to the ground, left foot comes to the ground. We're going to stay on our back. Just get yourself nice and comfy. Set up for your Shavasana. So if you need anything, just grab it and then come straight back. So as I say, Shavasana, this final resting position, corpse pose. Some say that it's the most important of all the postures because in this moment we get to digest the movement that we've just done and to let it encode into our body, to allow anything that may have shifted and changed to make itself known. And a chance for you to just observe the change. Before we start to let it all go. Start to release your focus on your breath and allow yourself to melt away deep into your Shavasana. Feeling the weight of your body into the ground. Separating your teeth, separating your lips. Relaxing the muscles in your face. Just being. Taking 2 more breaths here in your Shavasana. Big inhale in. And exhale it out, maybe with a sigh. And again, big inhale in. Sighing it out. Bringing some movement into your toes, maybe opening up your eyes, wiggling through your fingertips. Taking a full body stretcher, reach your arms long up overhead. And then come onto your favorite side. When you're ready, bring yourself back up into seated, mindfully, slowly. I'd like to thank you so much for moving with me today and for spending this time with me on the mat. I hope you found a lot of benefits through the stretching and activation that we did, and also for your mind. Hopefully, you're feeling calmer and, yeah, a little bit better. So, thank you. Thank you so much. Let's take a breath in together to finish it off. So inhale, reach your arms up. Bring your palms to touch, thumbs to heart center. And I'd like to bow my head down in reverence of the practice of yoga asana and thank yoga for what it's done for my life. And I'd like to thank you for moving with me today. Thank you.